Get ready, get set, because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
What's happening? What's happening, guys? How's everyone doing on this Paranormal Tuesday? There we go. How's everyone doing today? Oh, man, let me move this down a little bit. There we go. Get that centered there. All right, guys. How's everyone doing? Welcome to It's 420 Somewhere video podcast. I'm your host, Brian Brown, and welcome to the 32 days of giveaways for the spooky holidays, guys. We loved Halloween so much, so much. All right. We loved Halloween so much that we decided to do a Halloween hangover, guys. We are sticking with some Halloween going into November. I'm not ready to give it up yet. And I don't think you guys are either. Tonight, guys, tonight at 7:30, we got, let me move that so everyone can see it here. We got bingo tonight, guys, a Halloween bingo party. Big shout out to Anthony. He was the one who kind of came up with it. I think we might have said about the party, and he assumed it was bingo, so he hit me up, and I'm like, hey, that's perfect. So big shout out to Anthony. So this was supposed to be yesterday. We moved it to today. I appreciate you guys understanding. Life just got crazy. So we go live at 7:30. If you need the link or bingo cards, make sure you hit me or Teresa Deller up, info@rebelfilms.net, or on the Facebook page, or Teresa Deller directly. That's how you get taken care of that guy. So tonight we're going to announce winners. We're going to give away a lot of stuff. It's going to be a blast, guys. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. A little camaraderie, as they say, with our people. All right, guys. So, big night tonight. How's everyone doing? Who had a great Halloween? Who went out there and got some awesome candy? Took the kids out, got a little If you guys know what I mean. Who has a Halloween hangover? Who's doing good? Who's doing not so good? Hit me up in the comments, guys. I had a great, relaxing Halloween. I do another job during the season. I was busy all day. Ended up going home, barely made it. Forgot to get candy for trick-or-treaters. I got home kind of late, so it worked out. One knock on the door. I get panicked. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you hear the kids in the outside. I run to the freezer. I had 4 Nestle chocolate bars, full size, that we had gotten, I don't know, just to have. I grabbed those suckers, opened the door. The kids got them. And then I turned off the light, and that was it. So I didn't have to really worry so much about the candy. How much candy did you guys give out? Good friends of mine, best friends in the world, their kids are basically my nieces and nephews. They have 4 young, smaller kids. 25 pounds of candy is what they roped in. Crazy, insane, man. Oh, diabetes. That's all I'm going to say, guys. All right, guys, we're going to get into one of my favorites, speaking of Halloween candy. This Jimmy Kimmel bit that he does the day after Halloween. He has parents send in YouTube videos of them telling their kids they ate all their Halloween candy during the night. So this would be the morning after. And the kids' reactions are priceless. Oh, my God. They're hilarious. So we're going to jump in. We got the top 5 I ate your Halloween candy, I'm sorry reaction, guys. All right, here we go. I thought... Boom goes dynamite. That's right, 420 brought to you by the Healing Center of Needles, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green. Look at their innocent little faces. Oh, his is fake. He's mad, fake cry. She's real. Look at those eyes. Oh my God. She's going to murder somebody years later. Those eyes were unreal. Oh, he went as far as to put empty wrappers in there. Oh, Jesus is like, oh, he's getting serious. Look. Young woman. Oh, he's mad. He's serious. Oh, man.
Mom and Dad ate it. I ate it. I ate it all.
Look, he's like, all that hard work? Are you kidding me? I wanted candy for breakfast. Are you kidding me? All right, number 1, guys. Look at this kid is serious. The baby's like, I'm serious too. All right, guys, that was your top 5. We got 2 bonus rounds for you. Oh, those smiles turned upside down real quick. Oh, they just stormed out. They're like, we're done. And look, he's just having a manic moment. Oh my God. That's hilarious. All right, guys, that was your top 5 and 420. We ate your candy while you were sleeping reactions. I love those. I love to do those every year. I check them out. Oh, man, those are great. All right, guys, the top 5 and 420 was brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green. All right, guys, what are you guys getting into? We're counting down to 420. Paranormal Tuesday, guys. We're covering the Mandela effect. Who knows anything about the Mandela effect? If you guys don't know about this, your minds are going to be blown. I'm going to open your eyes to a whole new world, guys. But first, before we get into that, blow up those comments. Let me know what strain, what kind you get into. You get into a blunt, a bong, but it doesn't matter because it's 420. Oh, that's what I do during the 420 breaks, guys. Sorry, I dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. That's what I do during the breaks. Sorry, guys, that's why I mute it. I smoke out and I do weird dances. That's what I do during the 420 breaks. All right, guys. Woo! We are getting into Paranormal Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to this one. This one's called the Mandela effect, guys. Now, if you don't know much about the Mandela effect, it's a low-key conspiracy. I don't know if it's a conspiracy per se, because it is true. A lot of this stuff is true. So the Mandela effect is when a majority of people, a mass population of people, remember the same thing, but it didn't happen, or they remember it wrongly. So the reason it's called the Mandela effect is because Nelson Mandela, a lot of people remember him dying in prison and a funeral and everything. Truth is, he got out of prison, became president of Africa for many years, or prime minister, whatever they got over there. But a lot of people will remember him dying and then be surprised when he didn't. And there's a lot, we're going to get into these, man. There's a lot of Mandela effects that you guys, your minds are going to be blown, guys. So I don't think I have anything queued up for Paranormal Tuesday. I got to start getting my buffers together. I got no excuses no more, guys. Time is going to be free pretty soon. We're going to get a lot of good content. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, the Mandela effect, guys. Let's get into this. Now, the Mandela effect, they say it could be many, many things. We're going to get into a couple of the theories. One is that maybe we live in an alternative dimension. Or we don't live, but we live in a world with different dimensions. Hang on, let me do something here real quick. All right, got to have the logo up regardless. All right, I'm going to leave the bottom logo off so we can see everything because these are really cool. All right, so some theories say about the Mandela effect is that that there's alternate universes, that there's many me's and many you's out there doing different things in different universes. We're all kind of the same, but our choices are different. Our experiences are a little different. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Fringe. Very, very cool show. A little older. Has the kid from Dawson Creek. What's his name? Pacey. Has Pacey in it. Who's became Joshua... Oh, I can't think of his name. He's become a very, very great actor, so I don't want to bind him down to Dawson's Creek. But that's who it is. Basically, the show revolves around an accident that in the very first episode, not an accident, an incident. Basically, a city bus full of people gets like a silicone injection in the inside, and everyone's frozen in this silicone. And it's called fringe science, and they have to figure out how it happened. Well, they bring out a scientist who has been in a mental institution, and Pacey, the guy from Dawson's Creek, is his son, and then he starts trying to explain what happened, and the series unfolds thereon. But they deal a lot with different dimensions, and they talk about that. It really gets me thinking about, like, if things do bleed over. We're going to find out right now about this Mandela effect, if you guys don't know, because I'm probably just rambling. You guys, what are we talking about? So let me give you an example of the Mandela effect. So how many of you guys remember the Berenstain Bears? Cartoon, I believe PBS, been around forever. I think it was funny papers, in the newspaper first. So a lot of people remember, let me pull this up so I get it right, guys. Many people remember the Berenstain Bears as a lovable bear family, but this isn't actually their name. It's the Berenstain Bears. So who remembers the Berenstain Bears compared to the Berenstain Bears? So I know that's a little one, and you guys are like, well, okay. Now, before we get into it, just to give you a good example. Let me see, what's a good one? Okay, so how many of you guys remember or have played the game Monopoly? All of us, probably, right? So the Monopoly man, the money man with the top hat. I remember him with a monocle in his eye. How many of you guys remember him with a monocle in his eye during the game? Well, according to the Mandela effect, he does not have a monocle in his eye. That was just something that I guess, something a mass majority of people remember, but didn't actually happen. And now you're probably scratching your head and being like, what the heck? So let's get into this a little more, guys. Okay, the Mandela effect got its name from when Fiona Broome, a self-identified paranormal consultant, detailed how she remembered former South American President Nelson Mandela dying in the 80s in prison, although Nelson Mandela lived to 2013. Broome could describe remembering news coverage, his death, and even a speech from his widow about his death, yet none of it happened. If Broome's thought occurred in isolation, that would be one factor. However, Broome found that other people thought the exact same as her. Even though the event never happened, she wasn't the only one who felt like it did. As a result, the Mandela effect concept was born. Collective false memories. Another way to describe the Mandela effect is collective false memories. A large group of people collectively always say a particular saying or memory a certain way, when in reality the truth is different from the memory. Conspiracy theories believe the Mandela effect is an example of alternative universe present in society. However, doctors have a much different explanation of a memory and how some memories, although vivid, can be false. So, kind of could go both ways. I mean, the mass memory thing is what gets me. How many times have, people been in a car accident, witnessed a crime, and their versions are different, but yet they believe what they saw, and they probably did. But we see things differently. We hear, we remember things differently. That's why police don't really use testimony anymore. It's got to be evidence. Like someone testifying isn't as worthy as it once was. All right, so other aspects. Confabulation. That's easy for me to say. Some doctors believe the Mandela effect is a form of confabulation. A common analogy for confabulation is honest lying. A person creates a false memory without intending to lie or deceive others. Instead, they're attempting to fill gaps within their own memory. Many examples of the Mandela effect are close to the original or true memory. Some researchers believe that people, even large group of people, use confabulation to remember what they feel is most likely. That makes sense in this sequence of events. So you kind of fill in the gaps is what they're saying. False memories. Other aspects of memories lead to the Mandela effect. This include false memories, where you can recall of an event isn't an accurate depiction. This often struggles for eyewitnesses in crimes or important cultural events. Also, the abilities of people across the internet and alter images, logos, saying may affect your recall on the original item. So you know what? That makes a lot of sense. How does the internet play into this? We all know there's trolls out there, guys. But if you remember something a certain way, like from a kid, from when you were a kid, like how is that influence? All right, so let's get into another one since we kind of have broken it down. Jif peanut butter. Who grew up on Jif? A lot of us. Who remembers? Well, let's just look. Was it the top one or was it the bottom one? Was it Jiffy or was it Jif? Jif is a popular brand of peanut butter, but many people remember this brand's label a little differently, specifically as Jiffy. Now that could be because there was Jiffy Pop, right? So that could be as much as just getting a little confused. But again, for a majority of people to remember a certain thing that just wasn't, it's just crazy. All right, let's get into the next one. Looney Tunes, guys. Who remembers Looney Tunes as Toons? And who remembers Looney Tunes as Tunes? I remember the Toons. I'm pretty sure. Many people think the logo for Warner Brothers cartoon was spelled Toons, Tunes, Looney Tunes. It's actually Looney Tunes, Tunes. That's one I don't remember. Man, I think I remember it being Tunes, Toons. That's crazy. And there's a few other ones like out there too. Man, the Looney Tunes, I swear, man, I'm going to go back. I want to watch. A great story. This is one of my best stories. Not one of my best stories, one of my best memories. I was about 11 years old and I was watching Nickelodeon. You remember? Nickelodeon. It was during that time. And I remember, what was it? It was a show. And they were like, if you call in or if you do something, you could win. So I did. And I won. Off of Nickelodeon at 11 years old, I was ecstatic. And it ended up being a Looney Tunes watch. And I kept it. Never wore it. It's in gem mint condition. Been in a memory keepsake box most of my life. I'm 46, so if I was like 11, what was that, 31 years ago? 35 years ago, sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to go look and see how they spelt it. Because you don't change something that's already printed. Maybe we remember. I'm going to check that out, and I'll let you guys know. All right, the next one is a big one, guys. I know for a fact a lot of us will remember this one a little different. So we're going to get into Star Wars, guys. The Mandela effect. What do you remember? Do you remember Luke, I am your father? Or do you remember, no, I am your father? Which one do you guys remember? Many people who quote this famous line in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back say, Luke, I am your father. However, Darth Vader actually says, I am your father. There is no Luke at all. There are hundreds to thousands of examples of the Mandela effect across entertainment, logos, and even geography. Reading these examples can make you question your memory. Yeah, for real. Like that one, I've always said, Luke, I am your father. I used to even say it to the kids when they were, I'm sure everyone did. Brandon, I am your father. And he'd be like, no, it's not true. No, he never said that, but maybe he thought it a few times. All right, guys, let's get into another one. Blow up those comments of things that, if any of these are the things that you remember. I know we're all stoners, so we're probably like, wait a minute. No, so let's get into Make sure you let us know what you guys remember. All right. Captain Crunch, the captain. Who remembers what logo? I remember the blue logo. And I'm going to have to see which one that is. Yeah, that's weird. And I don't remember the Quaker guy up in the corner. Let me see if the other one has it. Yeah, I remember the blue one. I totally remember the blue one. I don't remember the Quaker at all. That's weird. That is really weird. Love me some Captain Crunch, though. The captain. Hey guys, we're gonna what am I doing? We're gonna continue with these Mandela effects, but I wanted to remind everyone that we got the Trick or Treat Halloween night bingo, November 1st tonight, guys, at 7:30 live on Zoom. Message me over at info@rebelfilms.net, or you can message Teresa Deller directly, or the Daily Dank over on Facebook, or thedailydank.com. If you guys want to just cut the red tape, message over at thedailydank.com. I get all those messages, and I will make sure you get taken care of. That's right, guys. All right, up next, which Mandela effect we got? Oh, this is another Star Wars. Another Star Wars. So which one do you remember? Do you remember C-3PO solid gold? Or do you remember C-3PO with a silver leg? I remember him with the silver leg, which I think is accurate. But a lot of people remember him solid gold. I just recently watched the Star Wars again. So that's the reason that I kind of remember that a little more. I think I always remember him with the silver leg. I'm not sure, though. What do you guys think? How do you remember C-3PO? All right, up next, we got Tony the Tiger. Grr. Who remembers Tony the Tiger? I want to say it's a black nose, not the orange nose. What do you guys remember on that one? Blow up those comments. Let me know. That's a weird one. Yeah, that's one that, I don't know which one that is. Oh, wow. All right. Now, the main one that got me into it, because I vaguely remember it, but I do remember it. Like, I didn't see the movie, obviously, because there is no movie. I didn't see the movie or hear about it. I remember hearing about it. I remember it coming out when I was an older teenager. And I had other things to do. I was doing other things than watching movies and TV. Like I had a pretty active social. I was getting into trouble, let's be honest. And so this movie came out, but I remember, for whatever reason, hearing about it or seeing it. So who remembers a movie with the comedian Sinbad from the 90s called Shazam, where he plays a genie? Who remembers this movie? A lot of people do. A lot of people swear to God that this wasn't the real poster or whatever. This is a made-up poster, but it said it would star Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement fame and Sinbad. I want to say I remember this movie, man. Like, I don't remember seeing it, but I remember hearing about it. I remember this movie never happened. This movie has never been made. It's one of the crazier ones that I've seen in a long time, especially because so many people remember it. Just insane. So basically, that's the Mandela effect in a nutshell, guys. There's a lot more out there. They have videos all the time on YouTube. The most recent one, I don't have any artwork or any photos for it. There's two. They're the Air Jordan Jumpman. How many of you guys remember him wearing shorts? You know, the epic, iconic Michael Jordan slam dunking. It's on every Air Jordan shoes. How many of you guys remember him wearing shorts? He was wearing pants. I had to look at my shoes. I'm like, wait a minute. So that's a crazy one. And then the other one is, we'll get into the other one on another one. So the synopsis of the Mandela effect. Remembering something as slightly different in wording or appearance as it originally was. A large number of people recounting the same way of remembering. One way to think of the Mandela effect on your memory is to consider the way you recall information like a childhood game of telephone. One way, during this game, an initial statement is spoken and whispered to one person, then the next and the next until the message is delivered to the final person. Usually the telephone in the final message will be slightly different because people heard or remembered it slightly different. This is true for your memory as well. You may pull a memory from your brain, but the time and infrequent recall can cause you to put the memory back together in a slightly different way. Now, the bottom line is the Mandela effect is an unusual phenomenon where a large group of people remember something different than how it occurred. Conspiracy theories believe it's proof of an alternate universe, while many doctors use it as an illustration with how imperfect our memories can be. I'm going to agree on both. I don't think it's our memories are sketchy. But like so many people remembering so many things one way, I don't know. It just baffles me. What do you guys think of this Mandela effect? Did you guys find this entertaining? If so, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Oh, the question of the day. That's right. Question of the day today, guys, is what horror movie icon, killer, Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, you name it, B movie, C movie, you name it. What horrors icons do you want to see in November to Dismember tournament? That's right. If you guys don't know about this yet, we are breaking down all the horror movie icons, Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, all of them. And we're putting them in our NCAA tournament style where they're going to be brackets. And we're going to break it down. You guys are going to vote on who gets to go down to the next bracket, and so on and so forth till we have one sole survivor. That's right. And that will be the king of the killers, guys. And what do you get for being part of this great thing we're doing? We are giving away a life-size Chucky Good Guy doll. Woo! With Chucky's OG autograph. The actor that played Chucky, I got an 8x10 on a Good Guy doll box, and it's going to be going to you. So you're getting the whole Good Guy experience, Chucky experience. We'll be doing other giveaways, other autographs. I bought some more blind bags so we can open them every morning when we're talking about the horror stuff. So it's going to be good, guys. So you want to make sure you tune in at 7:10. We're going to be going live every morning still. I'm going to keep those going. We're going to turn that into a morning show. You guys will see. Give me about 30 days to turn it into something magnificent. It's going to be fun. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Make sure you're blowing up those comments. Tonight, the winner of yesterday is going to be announced tonight at the bingo. And if you're not there, no big deal. We will get a hold of you and let you know you won. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Let me know what you think about the Mandela effect. Let me know if you have anything that we didn't cover. Watch some of those other videos. And we'll see you next time on It's 420 Somewhere. Weed Wednesday. Wacky Weed Wednesday tomorrow, guys. We'll see ya.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.